coming from the southern part of Nigeria. When the VAT issue come off, you saw the people who are paying the highest amount of VAT is still from the southern part of Nigeria. You bring the money and you share. Kano and Kaduna, go and check the people who are even paying the VAT in Kano and Kaduna. Kano and Kaduna are still getting their greatest amount of VAT from the southerners who are settled in that area doing business. That same business that they say they don't want. These are the people. When you go to Kano, they will be destroying alcohol. They don't want alcohol, they don't want it, but they will be collecting money, they will be collecting VAT that is being gotten from alcohol. Brewery, in fact, the brewery in Kaduna is paying the highest tax in Kaduna. A brewery that is making alcohol pay the highest tax in Kano and Kaduna, and yet, because of their wickedness, because of their useless value of dependency and wickedness, they are still destroying that same business that is feeding them. They destroy it. None of them is ready to look inward and be able to improve themselves. You see why you must have to get out of that contraption? Every single one of us that is calling for a breakup is calling for a wake-up of every indigenous tribe. The breakup is going to favor everybody. It will favor every single person. Everybody. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your region. It doesn't matter where you belong. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter where you are. When Nigeria breaks up, it is going to affect them. It is going to create job. Everybody will improve on their own. Every single person will improve. People, there will be a healthy competition. You cannot fold your hand and watch your neighboring states growing and you won't do anything. You can't fold hand and see a country by your neighbor working hard to. You must have to do something to improve yourself. But as long as we remain together as one, these people can never. They will always be dependent on the southerners. The laziness will increase. In fact, the breakup we are talking about will benefit the North more. It will benefit them more. At least it will make them to wake up. It will make them to have a healthy competition with the rest of the world. But as long as they continue to be this one Nigeria, they will never improve. And the worst thing is that they will continue to drag everybody back. They will come to draw everybody behind. You saw what Paaya Adoban just said. That these people are so behind that they want to drag everybody along with themselves and make all of us stay behind. This is what we are saying. This is what we are saying. But the destructive diversity, the destructive diversity will not allow these people to let people go. You see, when we are talking about breakup, they think it's out of hatred. It is not out of hatred, it's out of love. In fact, the people that love the indigenous people very well, the people that love the indigenous people in that contraption very well are the people who are calling for the breakup. They are the people who have genuine love. They are the people that have genuine love. Because when you break it up, you break that interest. That interest that is making Boko Haram to begin to kill people. That interest that is making the Fulani herdsmen to begin to kill people. That interest will die a natural death. You're not going to see it. That interest that is making you have unknown gunmen in southeastern part of Nigeria, it will die. That interest will die. As soon as you break it up, that interest that is making people to do evil, it will die a natural death. When you break it up and you create a caliphate in the north, in the core north, they will be very happy and they will focus on themselves and how to improve themselves. There are so many Islamic countries in this world that are doing very, very well. So many Islamic nations. There are so many Islamic nations that are doing wonderfully well, much more than the Western country. Because they are practicing a system that they are comfortable with. Doing things the way they are comfortable without anybody interrupting them. That is what we are asking for in Nigeria. Let people practice what they want to practice. Let people go to a region they want to go. Let people focus on whatever they want to do. If you want to have a caliphate, there is nothing wrong about it. Have it at the core north. Practice your Sharia. Do whatever you want to do and go ahead with it. But people in the southern part of Nigeria that prefer the secular system, let them go ahead with their secular system. Develop and grow at the speed that they want to grow. Stop slowing people down. Stop slowing people down. Nigeria is not doing anybody any good. Nigeria is not doing anybody any good. It's not doing anybody, not only the Biafrans, not only the Dudua people, every single indigenous tribe is suffering the same thing. It's suffering the same thing. But the difference is that when you see the Igbo Biafrans shouting, some people say that they are loud. They are loud because they know whom they are. That is their nature. They know whom they are. They know that value they have, that they are free people, independent free people. They are free thinkers, independent people. That is what they are. They can't be slaves. They are not slaves. They are freeborn. And they want to grow. They want to grow. Everybody is aspiring to reach to a height. They want to aspire to reach a height. And when you begin to put stumbling block to stop them, they will begin to pass through some direction, begin to pass through some even illegal means. Some people will begin to pass through illegal means to break through from that very clutches. Many of the illegality you are seeing in Biafra land today is because of the suffering the Biafran people are facing in the hand of the contraption called Nigeria. That is why you are seeing so many corruption you are seeing. So many things you are seeing in Biafra land today are happening because of Nigeria. Because Nigeria has made the southeastern part of Nigeria a region where people cannot survive. The only people who can be able to survive in such kind of a region is Biafrans and Biafra alone. In all the difficult situations, you see them surviving. You see them making waves everywhere. But the intention of the contraption is to make sure that that land become unfertile. That is why you don't have any federal government presence in Biafra land. No single federal government presence in Biafra land. When you talk about it, they'll be telling you about the Niger Bridge. You are building Niger Bridge for yourself. The Niger Bridge you are building is for yourself. It's for yourself. It's not just for the Southeast alone. It is for yourself. It is that same Niger Bridge that you are passing. It is that same Niger Bridge that you are passing to bring your armored car, your police, and your terrorists that is coming over to Biafra land. That is what you are passing. So don't be talking about Niger Bridge as if you are doing it for us. What about our roads? Other federal government issues, why do you do this? We know very well that in that contract called Nigeria, that the Biafran people are the people that are in trade. They are in trade. They are in charge. They are holding the economy. But in that same southeastern part of Nigeria, those things that make economy grow, how many of them do you see in the southeast? How many do you see in Biafra land? How many? Today you see them talking about the congestion of the port in Lagos. You see people crying about the congestion of the port. But yet, there is a port in Port Harcourt. It will not be open. There is usually port in Delta State. It will not be open. And Niger Bridge can also be drained. The River Niger can also be drained to build a port there. But they will never do it. They will never give the approval. Look at when you are talking about international airport. Up to today, people are still talking about the international airport. States are still talking about the international airport in the southeast. When you talk, they mention Enugu. Enugu International Airport is not still fully operational. It is still very difficult for a flight to take off from abroad and land in Enugu. It will still transit from Lagos. Take a flight from abroad, it will still transit in Lagos before it will go to Enugu. They are still controlling it. They wouldn't allow a flight to move all the way from Europe and land in Enugu. They wouldn't allow flight to move all the way from Europe and land in Port Harcourt. They will always want you to transit in Lagos. Why? Why? Even when they know that majority of the people who are using those amenities are people from the southern part of Nigeria, from the Biafra land. People that are using that amenities are from Biafra land. Why won't you establish it and keep it closer to them? The only reason why it's not done is because of their wickedness. Because we are not wanted in that very contraption. Because they don't see us as part of Nigeria. That is why we want out. So when you see a Biafran asking out, he knows why he's asking out. You cannot be calling off, selling us that you have one Nigeria, counting us inside the one Nigeria. Meanwhile, you are taking us as a third-class citizen. We know who we are. We are freeborn. Freeborn. So we cannot accept anything less than the first-class citizen that we are. Today, look at the politicians who are talking about their so-called Igbo presidents. Go and look at what they are saying. Every single politician in Biafra land have been made to accept slavery. If you are a politician in Biafra land and you do not accept slavery, you can never be popular. You can never succeed. That is the game. Every single politician you see in Biafra land must accept to be a slave to the North before they can be able to be relevant. Do you have any political godfather in Biafra land? All those idiots that are asking and talking, do you have any political godfather in Biafra land? Not even single one. Not a single one. That is why you see them giving them condition to go and beg. They will tell them to go and beg the North. Go and beg the South. Languages that have not been heard before. You will see people coming boldly to tell you that you don't have the right to contest and they don't trust you, that the presidency will not be handed over to you. They tell it to your face. They tell it to your face that you cannot be the president of the country. And yet, you remain there, you are begging. You remain there. Instead, they push you against your own youths. You begin to fight against your own youths. Instead of supporting the youths, listen to the youth and see the point that they're making. You won't support them. You want to make yourself relevant so that you unless you speak the voice of the caliphate, you speak in the tone of the caliphate, then you become relevant. And that has become the order of the day. That has become the order of the day. The political set in Biafra have already accepted that situation. That is why you see what is going on. Mazen Nandikano was kidnapped in Kenya for committing no crime. He was kidnapped in Kenya. And they sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition after he has escaped death in their hand. Today, no politician in Biafra land can come out and boldly and say that this young man has not done anything wrong. Let him go. They are all begging. They are all laying down, begging the caliphate. And you think you can get anything from the Fulani man by begging? You think I can get anything from begging? They come and tell us about political solution. What is the political solution you're talking about? Still, that's them begging. That's them begging. Look at what is happening in the court. Even a layman who is following up in the court know that Mazen Nandikano has no case to answer in that contraption called Nigeria. A layman who doesn't know anything knows that Mazen Nandikano has no case. Just listen to the lawyers, even listen to the caliphate lawyer. The way the case is going, you know that he has no case. And yet, nobody is standing for him. We call for sit at home. Since we don't have somebody that will speak, we don't have a voice. There is no single politician speaking on behalf of the ordinary people. We call for sit at home. Instead of having a support from people, all you have is attack. All you get is attack. They attack from east, west, north, and south. They begin to discourage people. They discourage the Biafran people. They saw that discouragement cannot work. They begin to counter it. They created their own security outfit. They create their unknown gunmen to begin to take a life of innocent people. As Chukwu Kagame might have it, even while they are creating their unknown gunmen, they are still confessing by themselves. A governor came out and confessed, not one, not twice. Confess that the people who are these unknown gunmen are politically sponsored. The unknown gunmen are politically sponsored. It's the politicians that are sponsoring them. That they are not members of ISPOB nor ESN. A state governor said it. Chief Secretary of a state. Are you going to tell me that he's making it up? Even he himself have his own unknown gunmen. Today you see them taking the life of innocent people. And each time they do it, they begin to blame Biafran people. I saw a video where somebody was showing a Fulani man that has an ID card, a military ID card. Nigerian military is issuing residential ID card to Fulanis in Biafra land. Nigerian military issuing residential ID card, giving residential ID card to Fulani men in Biafra land. They give them ID card and residence. Nigerian military. Without the knowledge of the chiefs, without the knowledge of the environment. The Nigerian government give Fulani citizenship in Biafra land with ID card. That is the diversity, the social diversity we are talking about. A country where a Fulani man will use a knife and cut somebody's neck, nobody will talk about it. They say it's just business as usual. A Fulani man will murder somebody, they will take it as a child's play. But when they see a Southerner engage a Fulani man in a fight, that Southern is trouble. A Fulani man will be seen with a knife, nothing will be done to him. Nothing will they say he's using it to protect himself, including AK-47. A Fulani man will be seen with AK-47. You see a lawmaker defending him that he's using that AK-47 to protect himself in the bush. But when they see double barrel in the hand of a Biafra, in the hand of a Southerner, the person is in soup. The person will be shot without asking a question, without even asking me a question. You will see AK-47 with a Fulani man. They will take it as being all right, that he's using it to protect himself against the animal in the bushes. You see him with knife, it doesn't mean he's using it to protect himself. But to see a Biafran with a knife, a kitchen knife, he becomes a criminal. They see with a double barrel, the next thing they say, you're a member of ESN, you are gone. Without the question, without taking the call, they take the life of the person. And this is what you see on a daily basis. Nobody is speaking up about it. People who are supposed to speak about it, instead of talking about it, they are busy talking about sit at home. Why are we sitting at home? Why? The only reason we are sitting at home is because we don't have somebody that is speaking for us. Nobody, we don't have any representation in that caliphate. We don't have any representation in that contraption called Nigeria. There's no representation. Because we do not have any representation, we chose civil disobedience to be our means of communication. Civil disobedience. A lot of Biafrans have been abducted. Innocent Biafrans are languishing in jail for committing no crime, only because they are Biafrans. So many people are missing. Our Supreme Mazen Nandikano is being held incommunicado, held on solitary confinement for committing no crime. Nobody is making a case for him. We are asking for a referendum, demanding for self-determination. Nobody is speaking up for us. We choose civil disobedience on our own to punish ourselves and to make sure that the world hears our voice. And they said no. Instead of them to listen to us, they begin to blackmail us. They begin to form all different kinds of armed groups. They begin to create all different kinds of armed groups. They have created every armed group you see in the southeastern part of Nigeria are being created by the government, either directly or indirectly. It is the military government, the military invasion of the southeast have created so many armed groups. The politicians have their own armed group. The aggrieved people whom their family have been wiped away. So many of them, the military have born, the Boko Haram military have destroyed their livelihood, destroyed their property and homes. And they have no choice anymore. They are fighting back. They are fighting back. The caliphate have created so much insecurity. Created every single unknown government you heard about is being created by the caliphate itself. By the contraption called Nigeria. Either knowingly or unknowingly, directly and indirectly. We have the ones that are being sponsored by politicians. They are there. There are the aggrieved ones whom the Boko Haram military have forced to take up arms to defend themselves. When you go to somebody's house, you burn their property, destroy their lives, kill their husbands and wife, you take their properties and burn them, burn their homes and burn their business. What do you expect? You want them to fold hard and begin to look. What hope do you leave for them? They have nothing to lose anymore. Such kind of human beings have nothing to lose anymore. And they begin to go against you. And when they begin to go against you to take their vengeance, now you begin to look at the ESN. When you know very well that ESN have been established to fight against the major terrorists, which we have already driven out from Biafra land. Everybody is confessing about it. The killer Fulani headers in our bushes have been driven away. They don't have any space to operate. And they saw it. When the caliphate said that their time is running out, they decided to push down repented Boko Haram, those ones they call repentant Boko Haram, gave them instruction to come to Biafra land and continue to do the same thing Boko Haram is doing in the north. That is what they are doing in Biafra land. Burning the house of innocent people, destroying properties and business of people. That's what they are doing on a daily basis. How long shall we continue to witness this? But I thank you that Biafrans are resolute. Biafrans are standing firm, very, very resolute, and we're not looking back. No matter the kind of blackmail, no matter the kind of blackmail you bring, you can never succeed. Chukwu Okeke Abiyama is ahead of all their plans. Chukwu Okeke Abiyama is ahead of all their plans. Including the attack you are seeing on autopilot today, the attack you are seeing on Simon Ekpa today. Today you have seen the infiltrators. Those who were hiding under the cover of autopilot or hiding to begin to perpetrate evil. Finally, they have come out openly to declare their stance. Finally, they have come openly to declare their stance. To tell us whom they are. That they were never fighting for Biafra. They have never ever fought for Biafra. They were always fighting against Mazen Nandikano. How can any sane person be declaring a nation and you mention the name of Mazen Nandikano, say on behalf of Mazen Nandikano? Mazen Nandikano that is still alive, somebody that is still alive, very much alive, that is coming out anytime soon. You go and declare a nation on his behalf without his knowledge, without his presence. Are you not insane? Chukwu have a purpose of doing whatever he's doing. You know, for a very long time, this thing have been coming. People were telling Simon, fight them, call them out, do this and do that. Why are you not calling her name? Why are you not to fight them? Why are you still broadcasting with her? Simon tell them, calm down, calm down. The time has not come. The time is not right. Allow her to bring herself out. People were calling on Simon, do this. Why are you not calling her? Why are you not fighting her? Why are you standing with her? Why are you allowing her to talk on your platform? Why are you doing this? Simon kept silent. I love his patience. He was very patient up to this very minute that we are in. And most of you who watched the exposition yesterday, you saw it. That is just the tip of the iceberg. You saw it. Now, are you not? She's not going to say that somebody is fighting her. Now she has brought herself out. So it's left for Biafrans themselves. It is left for every single Biafran who have seen what has happened to be able to judge. It is left for Biafrans, you and I, to judge and know who is on the right path and who is on the wrong path. And go and check their declaration. Go and check them. When we are talking about unity, on how to build a unity, Biafra that is owned by the old Southeastern region, the present South, and the Southeast with the lower Benue. Go and see their declaration. You don't see any Biafran there. There is no Igbo Biafran on that very discussion. That already have put a question mark on what they are doing. There's no Igbo Biafra there. Don't tell me that Nelly is there, because Nelly is Idu. She says she's not Igbo. And from every education, I'm not even sure that she's originally Igbo, because she has denied Igbo-ness. She has denied it. Chukwu Okikabema have a purpose. Do not throw away your value. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. As long as you're in Biafra land, do not throw away your value. Always know that we are from one ancestral parents. Always know that no matter your tribe, no matter your language, no matter your location, no matter your region, either you are in the south, on the southeast, or lower, but any place you are in the old southeastern region, we are one people. One blood is flowing in our vein. And the only mission that Mazen Nandikano have given us is to fight for Biafra and make sure that Biafra comes. Mazen Nandikano laid a foundation. Biafra is that foundation. Not even Mazen Nandikano, a foundation was laid. Mazen Nandikano is building on a foundation called Biafra. Biafra has been a country that have existed for 3 good years, fought a war. People have died on that name. Mazen Nandikano was building on Biafra. And Mazen Nandikano encouraged every of his followers to continue to pursue the cause of Biafra. And he said, it is that Biafra or death. He didn't say it once. He repeated it time and time again, even up to today. It is Biafra or death. But all of a sudden, some people come and begin to peddle some lies. Some people begin to twist the truth. But of course, Biafran people are wise people. Biafrans are wise. That's why I'm happy. I'm happy to be a Biafran. Even in the next war, I will still be Igbo Biafran. That is what I'm going to be. In my next war, I will still come back as an Igbo Biafran, if there will be any next war. If I thought there will be a next war, I will still come back as an Igbo Biafran. I have no regret whatsoever. I have no regret whatsoever. I'm proud of who I am. And we must continue. Do not allow anybody to distract you. It is much more. I like everything that is playing out. That is why I tell people, Biafra is much more closer than it is yesterday. And as Biafra is drawing close, the filtering is coming. Separation of the weed from the chaff is happening. More people are going to go out. It has not finished though. If you think it has not ended. more people are going to be filtered out. The selection will continue to happen. More people are going to be filtered out. More people are going to filter out. And as day goes by, you begin to see more revelations. More things are going to. This one now is a clear, very clear one, a very clear shot. So if you are now a Biafran and you call yourself a follower of Mazen Nandikano and you are still going to their platform, or you are still listening to them or sharing their video, well, it's up to you. Nobody's going to beg you. Even you don't need to beg anybody not to listen to them now, because the whole thing is plain and true. It's clear, very, very clear. They have made it clear that they are not with Mazen Nandikano. And I tell you, do not go to a platform because they are playing the message of Mazen Nandikano or because you see the picture of Mazen Nandikano. They only know that Mazen Nandikano is a figure on the planet Earth, a name that when you mention it, it attracts people. A name that when you mention it, it attracts attention. That is why they are still holding that name, Mazen Nandikano. Mazen Nandikano's name is indestructible. He has built a standard for himself. Mazen Nandikano have built a standard that nobody can match. Nobody can match. That is why they are still holding on that name to make themselves relevant. But as for love, they don't have any love for Mazen Nandikano. Because you cannot love Mazen Nandikano and hate that thing that Mazen Nandikano is dying for. It is impossible. There is no way you can claim to love Mazen Nandikano and then you hate that thing that he's fighting for. That thing that he loves dearly. That thing that he has given his life for. You don't want to hear about it. You don't want to hear, including his own tribe. You don't want to hear about his tribe. You don't want to hear about his origin. Every single thing that Mazen Nandikano has done, you are destroying it from head to toe. Changing things. Who gave you the authority to change things while Mazen Nandikano is still alive? Who gave you the authority? Now it's much more clearer than ever. That is why you were busy destroying the lawyers of Mazen Nandikano. You were busy destroying everything that has to do with Mazen Nandikano. Everybody that is fighting for Mazen Nandikano, you come against them. No lawyer, you don't believe in any lawyer, you don't believe in whatever any lawyer say, you don't believe in any single person. You don't believe in the international lawyer, what the international lawyer is given, the information they are given. You don't believe in what our Nigerian lawyers are saying. You don't believe in anybody that is fighting for Mazen Nandikano. You only believe in your so-called evil agenda. You see the kind of name they are promoting. I don't even know what they are worshiping. The kind of idol worship they have brought into their own system, that is what I don't understand. And every one of us know that Mazen Nandikano has said it time and time again that he doesn't worship our idol. Mazen Nandikano said that he doesn't worship idol. He worships Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who liveth in heaven. Nothing is added. But today, you see their manipulation. Today, the new manipulation is that they will call Chukwu Okike Abiyama. They will bring Idu into it, and they will bring another god, Ada. Go and listen to them. Go and listen the way they were inaugurated, the day they were inaugurated. Go and listen the kind of way they are bringing different kinds of gods. Different kind of oracle and gods and putting them together to match together. When Mazen Nandikano, every of his brokers, he will tell you that I do not worship idol. Mazen Nandikano said he doesn't worship idol. Has nothing to do with idol. But these people, they have brought idol in everything they are doing, including making idol. They make people swear to idol. They make people swear to idol in that their very launching of their so-called idol. They force themselves to swear. All those names they were called. What is Ada? What is Idu? The God that we're talking about is Chukwu Okike Abiyama. There is no other God. There is no other God we are talking about. Idu is not a God that we're talking about. He's not a God. The Almighty God who liveth in heaven, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, is the only one we worship. Mazen Nandikano has said it and said it time and time again. That he worshipped Chukwu Okike Abiyama, and him alone he worshipped. He doesn't add any other thing to it. He doesn't add any other thing to it. All those your small cheap idols, all those your traditional idols, both carved one and molded one, Mazen Nandikano has nothing to do with them. He doesn't attach anything. Anytime he's talking, he will talk about Chukwu Okike Abiyama puri mi fenine, Chukwu Okike Abiyama puri mi henine. He doesn't add any other thing. He doesn't attach any other thing. But go and listen to those people. After calling Chukwu Okike Abiyama, they will still bring some attachment bring some attachment, some fake gods, and plant around it. That is the deceit. That is serpent. Satan is a very smart person. Satan is a very smart being. If you are not clever, you cannot be able to dictate them when they are coming. If you're not clever, you will not see it coming. You will not see them coming. But when you are clever, watch every statement. It's just like the Christians. You see Christians, you see fake pastors, they will call Jesus. Every fake pastor, they will call Jesus and call Jesus. But in that they are Jesus, they know the Jesus they are calling. They know the kind of Jesus they are calling. You go to fake pastors, they will call and call and call. They have an attachment to what they are calling. You listen to them, pay attention to what they are calling. Pay attention to what they are calling. Even after all, the Jesus you see, people are answering Jesus as a name. So you don't be surprised when you see a pastor calling Jesus. You want to know a good pastor by seeing him or her call Jesus. A pastor mentioning Jesus doesn't mean that pastor is a good pastor. It doesn't mean that pastor is a good pastor. Because after all, that is not the original name of Yeshua. That is not his original name. The same thing is what these deceptive people are doing today. Mazen Nandikano that you and I are following, Mazen Nandikano we're following, said that he is worshipping Chukwu Okike Abiama Purimi Henine. I have never seen him add any other thing to it. I have never seen Mazen Nandikano. I have never heard, I have never heard in any time Mazen Nandikano adding anything after saying Chukwu Okike Abiama. He doesn't add any other thing to it. He doesn't add any other thing to it. If you want to call Chukwu Okike Abiama in your own language, there is nothing problem with it. No single problem. You can call Chukwu Okike Abiama in your own tribal tongue, in your own tongue. Abasimbong, you can call him in your own name, with your own tongue. Obasimbong, you can call him in your own language. You call it Chukwu Okike Abiama Purimi Henine. Mazen Nandikano doesn't attach any other thing to it. He is talking about the Almighty God in heaven, the omnipotent, omniscient, the creator of heaven and earth. That is whom he is referring to. He doesn't refer to any other smaller gods. Mazen Nandikano have no connection to any other small god. And he doesn't support any other thing apart from that. But today, you see how smart the snake have crept in. Gradually. Go and look at the day they launched that they are do. Go and launch. Go and see their oath they were taking. The oath they were taking, they mentioned 2 different gods there. After mentioning Chukwu Okike Abiama, they begin to attach some other name. They call Ada, they call Idu as their god. Using Chukwu Okike Abiama to attract people. Then you would think as if they are talking about the creator of heaven and earth. They are not referring to the creator of heaven and earth. They have a different God they are calling. And it is very clear. You will not notice it. If you don't pay attention, you are not going to notice it. If you don't pay attention, you wouldn't know. You'll be deceived. That is the same thing that's happening in the Christianity today. In Christianity, some people, once they see that somebody is saying, in the name of Jesus, there are some white people that are answering Jesus as a name. White people, they answer Jesus as a name. But today, you see some people, the only conviction they need to go to a church and to know a pastor is that that pastor is calling the name of Jesus. That as long as the pastor is calling the name of Jesus, that he's a good pastor. But that is not true.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nandikano. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.